Hey, what's going on guys? This is Oliver from Techitron, and this is the Huawei GR5 2017 edition. The smartphone launched internationally about a week ago, and I've been using it for about the same period of time. This is my comprehensive review on the product. I'll get the elephant in the room out of the way first. This smartphone has two cameras on the back. The first camera is a 12 megapixel unit, and the second one is a 2 megapixel unit. Now Huawei claims that the combination of these two allows for faster autofocus as well as better low light performance, and frankly, I'll have to agree with them. This is not a gimmick over here. The camera actually does pretty well in low light, and the autofocus is also super fast at about 0.3 seconds. Now the size of each pixel is 1.25 microns, and what that means is when light enters into the smartphone's lens, there's more light captured by the lens, and so low light images look a lot better and brighter. In broad daylight, pictures look very good. On the default mode, colors pop, and there's also a very impressive bit of depth of field, but sometimes I notice that brighter sections of an image get a little bit overexposed, but that's not really a recurring issue. On the other hand, there's also a very good and comprehensive manual camera mode, and that allows you to essentially tweak out everything that you really want to. Again, something that I prefer on my smartphones. The front-facing 8 megapixel selfie camera does a very good job too, and if you're taking these mainly for social media uploads, this is not going to disappoint. Dual cameras also allow for a rather unique bokeh feature. So to access it, you have to go into the aperture mode, and once you do that, if you click a photo, you can adjust the focal length as well as the aperture after you've taken a shot. Now what this does is it allows for very realistic bokeh effects, but if you push it all the way to the up or all the way in the bottom, you can realize that this effect is a little bit artificial. Another unique feature of this camera is a professional video mode. So I'm used to the professional camera mode, but this smartphone takes it to a whole nother level by allowing you to adjust the white balance, the exposure, and even the focus in video. And that's something that you won't even find in some of the highest end flagship smartphones of the day. Now I started off my YouTube channel with a smartphone camera, and if I had these features over there, I would have been able to make tons of better videos and just get a lot of shots that I wouldn't be able to get with something that has autofocus only, you know? So this is something that I feel a lot of aspiring, say, content creators or YouTube people will definitely appreciate about the smartphone. Before I talk about the design, I'm sure you've noticed that there are some bumps and scratches on the body of the smartphone. Now here's the story. I was trying to get out of a car and I dropped the smartphone face first onto asphalt, right? And the moment I did that, I thought, okay, here it is, phone's dead. I'm gonna have to go get this replaced. But I picked it up and I found the screen is completely spotless and there are only superficial scratches and bumps on the back of this device. Now I may have been lucky with this one, but this I think is a testament to the great build quality of the GR5 2017. The full metal body is excellently crafted and the back is slightly curved so that it fits better in your hand. Now this smartphone is sleek yet sturdy, and that's something that I really like about it. There's a third generation fingerprint scanner on the back, and this is something that works from virtually every single orientation, so it doesn't really matter how you're holding this phone, it's going to unlock it and it's going to do it very fast. Huawei also baked in some additional features such as the ability to toggle the notification screen when you're using this fingerprint scanner on the back. And that's something that I find very convenient because this is a big phone, and if you really want to easily toggle that, just swipe on the back, swipe up, you're good to go. The display is a 5.5-inch full HD unit, and it looks great actually. It's sharp and has decent viewing angles, and the brightness also goes up high enough. I actually would have liked a little bit more so that I could read it more easily in the outdoor sunlight, but it was fine. A good thing and a unique feature about this display is that you can actually adjust the color in the settings. Now if you think that this thing is a little bit too warm or a little bit too cold, you can just go there and adjust the color temperature according to your preference, and that's something I really appreciate. There's also 2.5D glass over here, which not only makes this smartphone look great, but also feels much better in the hand because it seamlessly blends into the body. Huawei has packed their very own Kirin 655 octa-core processor in the smartphone, along with 3GB of RAM and 30GB of built-in storage. Now, I ran the smartphone on my usual suite of apps, including Modern Combat 5, Asphalt Extreme, GTA San Andreas, as well as Skyforce Reloaded, and this device performed without any lag or stutter on default settings on all of these games. Multitasking too was quite impressive, as I was able to keep, 3 games in the memory without having to have any of them close out on me. So good job there, Huawei, good job. On the software side of things, we have Android 6.0 Marshmallow with Huawei's own EMUI 4.1. This is a skin that's a big departure from stock Android because it doesn't have any app drawer and is rather customizable in many different ways. And the good thing about it is it's still very fast and smooth and not very laggy and slow like some of the other heavier skins we see. A good thing that I found Huawei do, and one of the features that stood out the most in my opinion, was the ability to change what the soft keys do. So you can go to the settings and actually add an extra key so that it pulls down the notifications, or change which key is on which side based on your convenience. And that's something that is very underrated and hardly found on many smartphones, and something that yet again I appreciated. The GR5 2017 costs 21,900 taka and is available in either gold, silver or grey colors. I've always said that my opinions about a device are based on my experiences with it, and this smartphone is no exception. I had a lot of fun using the smartphone, but even though it has great build quality and it's got a competitive price point and good performance, there are other smartphones that are similar to it in this price category. So what separates this from all the others? I would have to say these pair of cameras. These wonderful pair of cameras allow for far more customization and fun and experimentation that you can't really get with the phone with one camera lens, if that makes any sense. And I also appreciate that there's so many software things that you can play around with and tweak that just keeps the entire experience much more entertaining and fulfilling in the long run. So this smartphone performs great, it does all of the things that we want in a great smartphone, and it brings something new and different to the table that I just don't see other companies doing. And so I would definitely highly recommend it. Thank you for watching this review, guys. If you liked it, you know what to do. Give us a big thumbs up. And if you disliked it, definitely leave a comment so that I can get back to you and maybe, turn that dislike into a like. If you haven't subscribed already, click here or here, wherever I put that card. And we're gonna have some more content coming, so definitely subscribe, stay tuned, and find us on Facebook if you want some early scoop on what we're doing. Thank you for watching this video again, and I will see you in the next one. Plain. Again.